This message is for you. Archangel Michael speaks now with a voice that shakes the silence of your spirit. I need you to trust me. You are the only one who is capable. Please, within 20 seconds, open your heart, because all 7 archangels and even God Himself are calling you. They are begging you not to look away. This is just for you. Don't skip this. Heaven's message presses against the walls of your life right now. There is a reason you feel this stirring, this urgency that feels like a flame rushing through your chest. The archangels do not descend all at once for ordinary matters. When 7 of them join hands and bow their wings, it means something monumental is at stake. It means the destiny written under your name is being unlocked in this very moment. God Himself is bending close, whispering, I chose you because you can bear this, you can rise, you can carry what others cannot. Archangel Michael looks into your eyes, not as a distant figure of legend, but as a warrior who has fought storms for you already. He says, trust me. You don't see the battlefield that surrounds you, but I do. You don't see the shadows that have tried to snatch your joy, but I've been cutting them down with my sword. You don't see the traps that were set for you, but I've been breaking them before you step into them. And now, heaven asks you to listen. Not tomorrow, not later, but right now. God's words flow like thunder wrapped in tenderness. You have carried weights that would have broken others. You have endured betrayals that shattered your nights, and still you rise. You have wondered why your journey has been so hard, why so many tried to stop you, why even those you trusted turned away. It is because the light I placed inside you cannot be hidden. The enemy saw it long before you did. But now, the time has come for you to know the truth. You are chosen, you are sealed, and you are unstoppable when you trust me. The 7 archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Raguel, Sariel, and Ramiel, stand together, their voices like a chorus of fire. Do not fear. Do not hesitate. Do not skip this. We are united in this call for you. Your life is about to shift in ways you cannot comprehend. The very doors that have been locked against you are about to break open. The very people who doubted you will watch as God elevates you beyond their reach. But you must trust. You must not delay. Michael steps forward again, his sword glowing with a holy blaze, and says, the enemy wants to rush you into panic, into doubt, into distraction. But heaven says, pause, breathe, and know that you are covered. You are not alone. Every archangel is stationed at your side. Even in the room where you sit right now, the presence of God is filling the air. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit feels it, heaven bending close, touching you, stirring you. God continues, child, you are the only one who can walk this path I carved for you. Do not compare yourself to another, for no one else was written into this assignment. Do not fear your weakness, for my strength is made perfect in it. Do not be afraid of the enemies who whisper against you, for their words will return to them empty. I am your shield, your fortress, your crown. And I am begging you, hear this now, trust me. The time has come. This message is for you. Archangel Michael stands at your door with the sword I placed in his hand, and his first word is simple and blazing with command: trust. I know the weight of that word in your life. I know how many times trust shattered and fell to the floor like glass underfoot, how you tiptoed across it bleeding but silent, how you learned to hold your heart with both hands so it wouldn't spill again. I know the walls you built and the quiet you kept. And I also know why I'm asking you to open now, within 20 seconds of reading these words, because heaven is not late and you are not abandoned. This is just for you. Don't skip this. I called the 7 archangels to gather around your name, not because you are weak, but because you are ready. Michael is at your right hand, a shield that does not fail. Gabriel stands at your left, carrying the news you asked me for in the night when you thought no one heard. Raphael is before you, healing the parts of you that feel like closed rooms full of dust where sunlight hasn't entered in years. Uriel is behind you, sealing your past so it can no longer pull at your ankles. Raguel watches over your relationships and your justice, balancing the scales where you were wronged. Sariel descends with the wisdom to cut through confusion that ate your hours. Ramiel lights the path of hope, so even when your eyes sting, you can still see where I'm taking you. They bow not to replace your courage but to refresh it, because I chose you to carry a thing only you can carry, to say a thing only you can say, to become a thing only you can become. You have asked me why the opposition in your life felt so precise, so personal. It is because darkness recognized your appointment before you did. It studied you and tried to convince you that you were ordinary, that nothing significant would ever spring from your hands, that your gifts were mismatched pieces in a puzzle that would never be complete. Hear me, I placed each piece with intention. I hid certain strengths under the soil of your struggle so they would grow strong roots, so that when they finally broke the ground and saw the sun, nothing could uproot them. You are not late, you were planted. Within these next breaths, surrender the timeline you built from fear. You drew it to protect yourself from disappointment, to control what seemed uncontrollable, to make sure you would never again be surprised by pain. But my child, you also blocked surprise by joy. Let me surprise you again. Give me 20 seconds of pure trust. Breathe in and say, God, I trust you with what I understand and with what I don't. That sentence is a key. Say it like you mean it, even if your hands tremble. Heaven moves at the sound of it. There were nights when you asked if I had forgotten your address. You looked at the unanswered emails of your heart, the unopened packages of your prayers, and you wondered if they were lost in transit. They were never lost. I was preparing your house for what you asked for, and I refused to deliver a blessing you didn't have space to hold. So I rearranged things. I removed furniture you had grown attached to, old patterns, old attachments, old explanations of yourself. You mistook removal for rejection, it was preparation. Now, space has been cleared, and the delivery has arrived. Do not step back into a crowded room and ask where the gift will sit. Keep the room clear. Keep your heart open. I am placing something weighty and wonderful there. You say you're not qualified. You rehearse your list, the ways you missed it, the days you froze, the choices you regret. You hold your history like an ID card and present it at every door. I am handing you a new name tag today, beloved and capable. Wear it even before you feel it. Heaven does not wait for your emotions to catch up. Heaven moves on identity, and your identity is not built by your failures but by my faithfulness. Look at Michael, his eyes are steady because he sees what you cannot. Battles already won, snares already broken, rooms already prepared with your name in the center. Trust the view of the one who stands higher. There is a whisper around your life that tells you to hesitate. It disguises itself as wisdom, but its fruit is paralysis. It will say, think more. Wait more. Plan more. When you are perfect, then you can begin. I, the Lord, say to you now, begin imperfectly and watch me perfect the path beneath your feet. I did not call you to perform, I called you to obey. From obedience, excellence will rise like fragrance. Do the next right thing. Message the person I place on your mind. Apply where you said you weren't ready. Speak when you planned to stay quiet. Rest when you thought you had to push beyond your limits. Trust me to distinguish between a door and a wall. I am good at opening what must open and closing what would harm you. You feel the ache of promises that seem overdue. I keep time differently than clocks, but I do not waste it. Think of the seed in winter. Nothing looks alive. The soil is cold, and the air is thin with silence. But within that silence, life is knitting itself in the dark. That was you. You inhabited winters that looked like nothing. Yet now the ground is softening, and you will see color, answers sprouting in places you almost abandoned. Do not uproot yourself now. Do not call this season by the name of the last one. This is different. The 7 archangels did not assemble to watch you circle the same mountain, they came to escort you across it. Forgive the ones who did not see you. I know how the memory of their disregard lingers. I know how your chest tightens at the thought of them. But hear this, you will not carry that weight into your promised room. Lay it down, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Michael will lift what you cannot release alone. Gabriel will place new words in your mouth where old bitterness tried to root. Raphael will soothe the place their silence scraped raw. Raguel will finish the justice you cannot finish yourself. You are not losing when you forgive, you are unlocking. I saw you trying to make yourself small. You thought humility meant erasing yourself. That is not humility, that is fear in a borrowed costume. True humility says, everything I am is from God, and I won't hide it. Shine without apology. Shine without performance. Shine like someone who knows the light was a gift and refuses to hoard it. Your light will not blind the right people, it will guide them. There is an assignment written under your name that includes voices you haven't met yet, rooms you haven't entered, and responsibilities that will ask more of you than you've ever given. Do not be scared of this. You will have the grace for the day you live, not for the future your anxiety imagines. Grace arrives like morning, exact, sufficient, fresh. When you step into tomorrow, tomorrow's grace will be standing there waiting, smiling, saying, I've been here all along. Child, you have prayed for confirmation, and I am confirming you now. I am confirming your call to speak, to build, to love boldly, to lead quietly when the room is loud, to lead clearly when the room is confused, to be soft where the world has become hard, and firm where compromise used to slip through. Do not apologize for your clarity. Clarity is not cruelty. It is kindness to yourself and to the future you are guarding. Take these simple actions in the next hours. Write what I told you to write, even if it's messy. Make one bold request that aligns with the vision I placed inside you. Place one boundary where you have been drained without return. And rest your body, yes, your body, because the vehicle of your obedience matters. You cannot carry a bright assignment in an exhausted frame. Raphael will steady your rhythms. Uriel will teach you the wisdom of stopping so you can start stronger. Sariel will remind you, gently but firmly, that saying, no, is a sacred form of saying yes to what is actually yours. I see you looking at doors you once knocked on that never opened. Leave them. If they were your doors, they would not keep you out. I am taking you by the hand, look at Ramil's lantern, and leading you down a hallway you did not notice because you were staring at the first door. You will find that this path is quieter, less crowded, and more aligned to who you really are. You will also find joy here, the kind that doesn't scurry away when the room empties, the kind that sits with you in the middle of an ordinary afternoon and says, "This is good." There will be moments soon when the old fear tries to wear a new mask. It might speak through a person who thinks they are protecting you. It might speak through your own voice when you're tired. In those moments, call out to Michael. He moves quickly. He does not hesitate to defend you. And call on me, I am closer than your breath. Say, God, I trust you, and feel the atmosphere change. Watch how distractions fall to the floor like dull coins, how accusations lose their echo, how your mind clears as if a window opened and the room filled with clean air. You worry about failing in public. Hear me, I am not ashamed of your attempts. I celebrate your courage. If you stumble, I will steady you. If you fall, I will lift you. If you quit, I will call you again until your heart remembers why you started. My mercy is not a thin blanket that barely covers, it is a wide robe that wraps you even when you're running. The only failure that can actually hold you is refusing to get up when I offer my hand. Take my hand. I have also seen the sacrifices you made in silence, the ways you chose righteousness when compromise would have been easier and more immediately rewarding. I saw the money you didn't take because it would have cost your integrity. I saw the relationship you released because it was turning you away from me. I saw the time you gave when you were the one who needed help. None of it evaporated. It sowed into a field you haven't walked yet. Now I'm inviting you to walk it. Expect return, and expect it without shame. Good harvest is not greed, it is the kindness of a faithful God. There is an anointing on your listening. You do not realize how rare it is to hear the quiet things. The world shouts, but you learn to hear whispers, and that's why I can trust you with people who are almost out of words. When they sit in your presence, they will find themselves exhaling. When they leave, they will feel lighter without knowing why. This is not accidental. It is your mantle. Guard it. Fill your own quiet so you can sustain theirs. Step away from noise that sells itself as purpose but only eats your attention. The 7 stand around you to keep the circle clear. Cooperate with them. Some of what is coming will look like last-minute changes that protect you. Do not resist when I reroute. If I close a door that looks perfect, it is because a hidden splinter would have slid under your skin there. If I open a door that looks too small, step through. It will expand around your obedience like a tent you pitch and watch transform into a house. I am not setting you up to tease you. I am setting you up to keep you. You have asked me about timing, about dates and deadlines. I will say this, do not let the calendar bully you. Mark what matters, yes, but let your peace be the loudest clock in the room. If you can't hear peace, wait. If you can hear it, move. And when you move, move like someone whose steps are choreographed by heaven. The earth responds to that kind of movement. Favor recognizes it. Right people lean in. Wrong people drift off without a fight you no longer need to engage. I am restoring your confidence. Not the noisy kind that needs applause, but the rooted kind that can work in obscurity without shrinking and stand in visibility without performing. Confidence like a tree by water, weather changes, wind comes, leaves may fall, but the trunk remains. Your roots are growing down into me. Nothing that rises from those roots can be stolen, it can only be pruned to grow stronger. Now hear Michael again, trust me. Let his insistence enter the place where you are tempted to delay. This hour is not asking for nervous perfection, it is asking for willing agreement. Place your yes on the table. Watch what heaven builds with it. The 7 are ready. They have been ready. They will walk with you into rooms you thought were beyond you and stand with you when you are the only one in the room carrying light. You are not fragile in the hands of God. You are precise. This is the moment where you choose to call yourself by what I call you. Leave behind labels that grew from wounds. Pick up the name I am breathing over you now, capable. Say it. Wear it. Act from it. If you forget, the angels will remind you. If you remember, your days will tilt in the direction of destiny and your nights will rest like a child in a house where the lights are warm and the doors are locked from the inside by a father who never sleeps. Breathe. Place your hand on your heart. Whisper, God, I trust you. Let it be the bell that calls the 7 to formation. Let it be the key that opens the interior door you kept closed because you were afraid joy would ask too much of you. Joy will not burden you, it will carry you. And as you step forward now, with the softness of humility and the strength of conviction, know this with unshakable certainty: all of heaven is not begging because you are weak. All of heaven is beckoning because you are ready. This message is just for you. Don't skip it. Walk it. And as you walk, watch me do what only I can do. Turn your trust into a testimony that will outlive every fear that ever tried to write your story. This message is for you. Archangel Michael is speaking with urgency, and all 7 archangels are gathered in one voice. They are telling you, do not delay even for a moment. You have been chosen because only you carry the strength to bear what is being delivered. Within the next 20 seconds, heaven has opened a gate to place this word directly in your spirit. You may feel it even now, like a trembling in your soul, a pulse in your heart, a voice calling your name. This is not imagination, this is the whisper of eternity calling you into alignment. Archangel Michael says, I need you to trust me. The trust you place in this word will unlock what has been sealed under your name. The angels are pleading with you. Even God Himself is reaching out, not because He lacks power, but because He desires your agreement. Heaven cannot be silent anymore, because the time has come for your destiny to break forth. This message is not for the crowd. It is not for the multitude scrolling past. It is written with your name etched upon it, your breath woven into it, your tears known within it. All of heaven is bending closer, waiting for your response. The angels have descended, not as watchers but as carriers of a divine seal, and they will not leave until you receive what belongs to you. Do not skip. Do not delay. Every line that follows is heaven's personal message to you. This is God's word, flowing in 6,000 words, carrying the weight of eternity, the intimacy of His heart, and the urgency of this very moment. This message is for you. Do not ignore what has been placed before your eyes, because this is not something that can wait until tomorrow, or until your heart feels ready. Today, Archangel Michael speaks with urgency, and all 7 archangels stand in agreement with his voice. He says clearly, I need you to trust me. You are the only one who is capable. You may feel that your strength is small, you may feel that your voice is quiet compared to the noise of the world, but heaven has seen what no one else sees. Heaven knows your heart, and heaven knows the path that has been written under your name. That is why even God Himself pleads with you in this moment. Open this message within the time that has been given, for it is not coincidence that it has reached you now. It is not accident that these words are before you. It is not by chance that the angels have circled around your spirit, waiting, watching, interceding, and begging for you to hear. Please, 20 seconds can be the difference between missing the miracle and stepping into it. Please, do not skip this. It is just for you. You are not like the others. Many are called, but few truly listen. Many receive signs, but only a few take them seriously. You have been chosen, not because of perfection, but because of willingness, and this willingness is what all of heaven has been waiting to see rise up inside you. You are capable. You are strong enough. You are chosen. When Archangel Michael says, "You are the only one who is capable," it is not flattery. It is revelation. It is the truth that was hidden from the eyes of those who doubted you, from the mouths of those who spoke against you, from the minds of those who underestimated you. You may not believe it fully yet, but God is not a man that he should lie, nor an angel that he should exaggerate. When they speak eternal truth, and today that truth is about you. Archangel Raphael has joined his voice to Michael. He whispers healing over your scars, because you have been wounded by betrayal, by silence, by people who promised loyalty but vanished when you needed them. Gabriel holds the trumpet, prepared to announce a new beginning over your life, because the season you are in is closing like the final page of a heavy book. Uriel ignites fire around your feet, to keep you steady, to burn away the traps laid against you, to protect the path that must be cleared for you. Chamuel pours love into your chest, because there are days you wake up feeling unloved, unnoticed, unseen. Jophiel brings light to your thoughts, because shadows have often tried to cloud your clarity. Tzadkiel speaks forgiveness into your bones, because resentment and injustice have weighed you down, but God wants you lifted higher than those chains. And Michael, standing at the front, declares again, "Trust me. Trust us. Trust God." The reason they are pleading is because time is short. Not in the sense of the world ending this hour, but in the sense that there is a window in front of you, and windows do not remain open forever. Some windows close when fear takes too long to decide. Some close when distractions drown the voice of truth. Some close when doubt seems more comfortable than belief. But God is saying, this is not a time to hesitate. This is a time to step forward boldly, with trust as your weapon and obedience as your shield. You cannot skip this moment. You cannot leave it for later. This message is carved under your name, and no other soul can carry what has been placed on you. You are the only one who can, and heaven has placed all weight, all hope, all alignment into this one truth. That is why 7 archangels bow low, why they intercede, why they plead. That is why even God speaks tenderly and urgently, do not let go of this word. Amen.